On Live 365 and Ustream.com. Just search WICR and like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio. WICR.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Today with Matt and Dave. This is show number 2 of the spring 2016 semester. How are you today, Dave?
Oh, I am fantastic. I'm very happy that we are back and, back for show 2.
So, we got a lot to talk about today.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, so starting with campus news.
Matt got some paper this time. No iPad today?
No technology today.
Oh, tech. Hey, look, sometimes you can't. Tech will fail you guys.
Yeah. First announcement, the town hall today is at 3:30 in Burke Lounge. So that'll be interesting. I'll be there. The tours are this Saturday at 10 and 12, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. For all those students that are accepted or interested in looking at Iona College. So it's, May 1st is the national deadline. I mean, it seems like it's a long time away, but it really isn't.
We're already in March. And think about yesterday, I was talking to high school freshmen that are already looking at school. So, geez.
I know.
I wasn't them. Listen, I was a kid who was ahead of the ball, but not as a high school freshman. No.
Same here. If you're interested in seeing Iona, go to ionaevents.org. Also, another reminder, this goes for all majors. Fall 2016 advisement is coming up, or has started.
For some special individuals like Matt. I know Matt got his. I'm going. I'm able to go soon, but with me, I'm one of those kids ahead of the ball. I already have all my classes picked out, plus extra classes in case I can't get mine, and I haven't made an advisement appointment yet. So
same here, yeah. So it's coming up. Make sure you go see your advisor and remove all holds on your account. And finally, the last announcement that I have for today is that last week, the Gales Activities Board, or GAB, announced that Kid Ink is coming to perform during spring weekend, which is in April.
April 24th to the 26th, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. And, there'll also be I think it's the second annual paint party.
Yes, this year going to be bigger and better than last year, according to Amanda Cefali, who works for GAB. She was one of the front head people that got Kid Ink here this year, so I want to do a little shout out to my friend Amanda. She worked very hard and tirelessly, and I can say this is definitely pretty cool to have a guy like him. He's not a nobody. He's had quite a few songs that have been on the radio, so it's kind of cool to say, hey, look we got someone coming to our school.
Yes, indeed. I mean, last year we had comedian Chris DiStefano. He was amazing, and Kid Ink will be just as good.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised. I've heard that he has a special guest coming. I don't know who, but I know we have a special guest, so we'll find out. But it'd be kind of cool if maybe someone else he brings is a little popular.
Also, in addition to those two events during spring weekend, we also have a pool party, if I'm not mistaken.
A blacklight pool party.
Yeah.
That one I'm not 100% down on, because you're going to have dark, a lot of people, kids are going to run, someone may break their neck, so just be careful if you go into that.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me either, but, all the people that want to go.
Let them go and have a great time.
Yeah. So that's all I have for campus news on this Thursday, March 3rd. And now over to Dave with MAC championships and more.
Okay, so we're going to go a little quick through last week with sports. So the baseball team did okay, I guess. Against Gardner-Webb, they played them 4 times over the course of the weekend. Once on Friday, they lost 11-1. Then they played a doubleheader on Saturday. They lost 4-2 and 3-2 in both those games. And then they lost again 8-9 on Sunday against Gardner-Webb. So not the best performance going 0-4, but, they made an improvement obviously from game 1, and I think they will make a turnaround and do better hopefully this week. moving on to men's basketball. The men's wrapped up the regular season, winning 86-73 against Manhattan last Friday, and then they won 86-78 against Canisius in the home finale on Sunday. Women's basketball only had a game on Sunday, their home finale against Quinnipiac. They did lose 69-53, so it's tough loss there, but the women still got a nice little seed in the tournament. Lacrosse won last Thursday. Home, they beat Sacred Heart 13-10, but then they did fall on Tuesday to Lafayette 13-8. So, split win and a loss last week, so not too bad. Softball had a little struggle in the UNCG tournament. They lost to Lehigh, the Lehigh 8-2 on Friday at 1:30. Then lost to UNC Greensboro 6-3 on Friday. On Saturday, they played Youngstown State. They lost 10-4, and then they played UNC Greensboro again, and they lost 10-1. But then they did get their first win of the year, beating Youngstown State, getting revenge on Sunday when they won 11-4. So good that the girls got their first win. That was for sports last week. We're going to run through this week. Upcoming, we have the baseball teams down in Greensboro, North Carolina. They're playing against North Carolina A&T tomorrow at 3 p.m. Then men's basketball, they will be playing on Friday at 9:30 p.m. as the number 2 seed versus the winner of Canisius versus Niagara, which is being played today. And then the women's basketball team has a bye right to the quarterfinals, so we don't know who yet they're playing. Men's water polo is at the Harvard Invitational. They have yet to know who they'll be playing, but that will be on Saturday, so they'll know by Saturday. The indoor track and field will be in the ECAC championships, and then they'll be in the ICA4 championships for the men, where the women will be in the ECAC. Baseball will be playing against North Carolina A&T also on Saturday, March 5th at 2 p.m. And lacrosse will be away at Lehigh in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at 3 p.m. on Saturday, March 5th. MAC championship for the women's, if they are to win on Friday or Saturday, they'll be playing on Sunday. And the women's water polo team will also be at the Harvard Invitational. Who their opponent is still to be announced. That will be played on Sunday, though, March 6th. Then the indoor championships, the women still have the ECAC on Sunday, March 6th. That will be at Boston University. Just like the men will also be at Boston University for the IC4A championships on Sunday. Men's baseball will be finishing up on Sunday, March 6th at 12 p.m., finishing their triple header 3-game series against North Carolina A&T. And the men's basketball team, if they are to win their game against Canisius or Niagara, they will be playing the winner of the Siena Manhattan, and if they say to win that, they'll be playing at the championship game on Monday at 2:30 p.m. Or not them, sorry. The women will be at 2:30. The men will be at 7 on Monday, March 7th. So let's hope they can win and get to that point.
Wow,
and
yeah.
baseball will be playing home to St. John's on Tuesday, March 8th at 3 p.m. And they'll be playing away against Rutgers on Wednesday, March 3rd at 3 p.m. And just a little a heads up for next week, the women's water polo team will be traveling to UC San Diego, which is pretty cool. They're going to fly to San Diego. And they'll be playing a game on Thursday, March 10th at 6 o'clock. So good luck to all the Gales, and we'll wish them the best of luck and hope they can bring home some victories.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping for a good basketball game for both the
men and women.
Men and women, yeah.
Let's bring home some championships this year. Last year, women got beaten a heartbreaker against Siena in their first round matchup. They have a better team this year. I think they got a good chance. Obviously, Quinnipiac's still going to be there just because Quinnipiac's got a pretty good team. And Marist, I'm slowly going to say you got to watch out for Marist just because they got great coaching staff over there. On the men's side, we're the 2 seed. You know what? That's fine. Monmouth is the 1 seed. Let them take the 1 seed. Personally, I'll take 2 because you know what? All the pressure's on Monmouth to win out. We don't have to. We have to just win the max, and we can do it. We can win our game 1 against Canisius Niagara. We've shown that. We just got to get the boys get their heads on track, stay focused, and just bring home a championship this year. It's been a few years since Iona's been rocking that MAC championship, and I would like to see us bring home that banner and go to the tournament. Now I'm going to quickly go through our little entertainment section so we can hit other portions of the show because we have some big things to talk about in the next 2 segments. But with the Billboard Top 10, number 1 song is Work by Rihanna featuring Drake. Number 2 is Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. Number 3 is Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. Number 4 is Sorry by Justin Bieber. Number 5 is My House by Flo Rida, one of my favorite songs. I just love it. When Flo Rida makes a nice little, jam you can really jam out to. Lyrics may not be the best, but it's got that nice little beat to it. Number 6 was Pillow Talk by Zayn. Number 7 is Hello by Adele. Number 8 is Me, Myself, and I by G-Eazy featuring Bebe Rexha. Number 9 is Roses by the Chainsmokers featuring Roses. And number 10 is Cake by the Ocean by DNCE. Probably supposed to be dance, but I'm just going to say DNCE. Now, going over to box office, last week I was not completely wrong with my predictions. Last week I said Deadpool, Gods of Egypt, Kung Fu Panda, Eddie the Eagle, and How to Be Single as the predictions. It wasn't off totally. Number 1 was Deadpool. Number 2 was Gods of Egypt. Number 3 was Kung Fu Panda. But number 4 was Risen, and number 5 is Eddie the Eagle. So Risen did not fall as much as I thought it was going to be. Eddie the Eagle did not open as big as I think it was going to be. But Deadpool kept 31.5 million. Gods of Egypt opened at 14 million. Kung Fu Panda opened at 9. Didn't open, stayed at 9. Risen dropped to 7. Eddie the Eagle opened to 6.3 million, and 999 opened to 6.1 million. Opening this week, we have London Has Fallen, the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen, in 3,250 theaters. We have Zootopia, that very funny animated feature where it's a rabbit working with with other various creatures. She's trying to catch a killer, and she's working with a fox and a sloth, and the sloth's hysterical, something like that. That's opening in 3,700 theaters. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, the spoof movie that Tina Fey is doing off of all these war movies and spy movies, Secret Agent, that's opening in 2,300 theaters. And The Other Side of the Door, which I do not know about, I really didn't read too much on it, that's opening at 500 theaters. So that's my entertainment section. When we come back, we'll talk obviously about the Super Tuesday, the Oscars, all that, but that's it for me right now, Matt. So
sounds good, and we'll be right back.